the shot of the guy putting up a layup, just flying out of nowhere. It was incredible to watch, and none of us could believe it when he did it. And every time it shows up in memories and Facebook, I'm just like, it was unbelievable. Never forget it. So Hall's on the line, going to shoot 2. Makes the first. Bobcats 35 up 19.
You know, and in a weird way, this is almost an effortless 35. I mean, they have been all over the floor, don't get me wrong, but it almost feels like Hall loses a shoe there. He's stuck in the backcourt, but Billings gets a steal, and it goes now to Brown. Body's on the floor, and the Cavaliers come away with it. What incredible effort there by the Cavs to get that ball back. Number 3, Reed dribbling, gives it off to Gravely. Gravely puts up a shot, no good, gets his own rebound. As Gravely got hit in the face right there, I believe that's what the foul's going to be on.
Yeah, Parker going up, swinging the arms. They've just got to go up and try and grab the ball instead of swinging the arms because they'll call that a foul every single time. That puts them in the bonus here.
You know, they actually end up calling that on Parker,
yeah.
Which but yeah, swung that arm pretty hard. As that'll be the 5th foul, so they'll go to the line. Only 3 fouls on the Cavs right now in this period.
The way I was always taught was never swing the arms. It's almost an automatic foul. My dad was a high school basketball referee, and so I knew them all growing up, and that was always what they were like. Just, as soon as you swing your arms, it's a foul.
Well, it's like a dead giveaway. You know, as Brandon Ray and Essex Williams checks in the game for the Bobcats, it's like when in football, you know, guys holding as a play's coming around the outside, and then he kind of throws his hands up like, I didn't do anything. It's like, buddy, I wasn't going to call it until you did that, but now we got to, as the whole universe saw you grabbing the jersey, as the second shot is missed by the Cavs, and here come the Bobcats. Pace from 3, good.
Wow.
Knocks it down, his 3rd today.
Yeah, you think they would probably have somebody right on him the whole time. I know I heard the coach when I first came in was like, get on him, but then they must have lost track of him.
As the Cavs turn it over, kind of lost the dribble there. That's his 17th point tonight of 38 for the Bobcats. Really all over the floor. But his shot tonight, you know, a lot of times for him, those may or may not go in tonight. Almost everything he shoots is going in right now.
Yeah, and Parker and PJ may argue, but I would say Pace probably has the best shooting touch of the 3 from what I've seen of them.
Yeah, I won't disagree with you because I remember them most for their defense. You know, they come in, they play really good defense all over the floor, can make shots.
Yep.
But Pace, especially tonight, is really able to shoot the ball. Rebound by Ray, puts it back up. He now has 4. Bobcats up 40-19 as the Cavs in the paint, as they're going to call a foul on Pace. You could hear the hand from here.
Yeah, he got him. They beat us down the floor in transition, put us in a bad position. Pace just trying to block the shot. Didn't swing the arm, but he had it out wide trying to make interference there.
That's his second. It's going to send Leonard to the line. He has 2 points so far tonight, as his first one is up, and it's good.
Brings the lead down to 20 with 6 seconds left.
As he attempts to make the second. Shot is up, no good. As 3 seconds to go, the Cavs come away with it. Williams on the floor, and they get the bucket. So now 22-40 is your score at the end of 3. Interesting way to finish that. Cavs coach wanting a foul there on the shot, I believe, talking with the official right now.
Yeah, I don't think there was a foul there. There was a bunch of scrambling for the ball, but the kid was turned around backwards and really didn't have good position to get a foul call there.
I agree with you. It's kind of like one of those things from his perspective, if we want to think about it. You know, you're down 18 points. You're trying to grasp at straws, and you're trying to say, hey, you know, we deserve that. And not even so much even for that call. You know, maybe the official later goes, you know, that could be a foul now. You know, I've heard it from the coach already. So maybe that's a foul. It could go the other way, though. You say, man, this guy's been grappling all night. Who knows? I'm not a basketball official. In my opinion.
You should be.
One of the – thank you. But in my opinion, it could be one of the hardest sports to officiate.
Oh, it is by far, because you have coaches right directly in your ear, both coaches in your ear directly all game long, and none of them are ever happy about it. And it's so hard because there's so many people reaching all close together. It's just so much more difficult to do. Plus, fans directly on you as well, always giving you a hard time.
Yeah, and there's a lot of nuance in basketball. Someone can see, and this happens a lot in football too, but someone can see the same thing happen and have two totally different opinions on what to call, when to call it in basketball. And it's interesting to talk to the officials, but it's a hard sport to call.
Like I'm always videoing the games, and I'm usually looking at it through a little tiny screen, and I'll see what I see, and then when I watch it on video, I really honestly see something totally different.
Bobcats here start with the ball in the fourth period, up 40-22 if you're just tuning in. Nicely with it at the top. Bobcats not in a hurry. Cavs dropped into this 2-3 zone. Maybe they should have done that a little earlier as man-to-man wasn't working for them. As Williams has it in the corner. Now Essex with it to Hall. Hall thinks about taking the three, but attacks. Gets it up to Nicely for three. He'll take it, and he'll make it.
Nice shot by Nicely. Best way to beat that zone is penetrate just like Hall did and dish it out to the wide open for the three.
The one thing with the 2-3 zone, and that's where you can struggle because if everyone's not working as a team, a guy's going to be open for three if you attack. As a backcourt going to be called. No one touched it, just thrown backcourt. So Bobcats get a turnover.
Putting some tough man-to-man defense, forcing a bad pass, which was great.
Hall with it, dribbling for the Bobcats, and I think they've kind of went away from that zone immediately. I don't know. I understand you're getting beat off the dribble though as well, so it's 2 of one, half a dozen of the other. How do you want to treat it? However, that being said, if they do want to go in that zone, it does take time off the clock. If you're trying to come back, that's not going to help you. But if you're just saying, hey, we're going to get this game over with, I think zone's a play.
Yeah, zone can force, especially if you're playing against a team that doesn't shoot well, can really, really force them to make bad shots. But so far tonight, we've been shooting the ball pretty well, so I'm not sure how well that'll work.
Cavs put up a shot, rebounded by Espinoza-Lawson, and here come the Bobcats. Hall with it at the top, being heavily guarded by Leonard. He gets the pass off, though, to Nicely dribbles between his legs, gets it down low to Jacob in the post, over to Williams and Hall, now attacking the high post here. Screen being set, he's not going to use it. 5 seconds is counting, but he gets through. Nice floater there by Hall.
He's such a good ball handler and getting that penetration, so he had options to pass that one, but was able to make the shot.
That was really good by him. And, again, attacking does give him the options, but that floater, it's like he's been working on it as he gets a steal here, and he's going to attack all the way, and he's going to be fouled by Reese.
Yeah, he's really, really, really impressed me this year. I didn't really know him at all coming into this season. I watched a lot of the middle school games, but I don't remember him. But he's really impressed me with his ball handling and his shooting touch.
He has 5 points tonight, looking to get to 7 here as he makes the first. Nice shooter's touch on that one. Just grazed the front of the rim and went in. Massive substitutions here by the Cavs.
Yeah, they brought in substitute everybody. Full 5.
Looks like all the original starters except Connor's in are back in the contest. Shot is up and good as well. So he now has 7. Hall, that is. 47-22. Just under 5 to go in the game. Cavs, Reed bringing the ball down here. Dribbling with his right. Going to have to give it up as they're counting. Gravely now puts up a shot, and he's going to be fouled on the shot by, I believe, Austin Nicely.
Yeah, it'll be Austin. Got the arm as he was going up with it. Played great defense, forced a bad shot, and just ended up getting called for the foul.
First shot is up by the Cavs. No good.
Another thing about this JV team, too, is there's a lot of middle school kids playing on this team. And to me, it makes me excited about what the future of Bobcat basketball will be because there's a lot of talent and a lot of it's these younger kids. So there's going to be a lot of things coming, good things coming.
Yeah, as Jeremiah Holmes checks in for the first time. You're right. A lot of turnover as that one goes in for Gravely. A lot of turnover on the coaching staff. The greatest coach of all time, in my opinion, stepped away, and he's enjoying his retirement. So Coach Fisher took over the varsity team, and he's no new face to the program. Coached that 8th grade team for many, many years. Been in the system. In fact, in my opinion, Coach Cormany almost picked his replacement, so to speak.
Yeah.
But other than that, a lot of turnover with some assistants, and so it's really good to see at the bottom half of the program the talent that's just coming up, because if you don't have the talent, no matter how good the coach is, you can only be so good. So it's nice to see that as number 14, Holmes, comes in the game right there. He gets wide open and knocks down the 3 for the Bobcats.
Yeah, sometimes when those guys come in off the bench, you don't even pay them any attention because you figure they're a bench player and they're not going to do anything, and then he nails the 3.
And that's the thing. We just talked about the talent from top to bottom for the Bobcats, and that shows it to you. I mean, in my opinion, I don't know that I've even called Holmes' name so much this year. And for him to come off the bench, usually probably has the jitters, to knock down that 3 in front of this crowd, that was a pretty good moment for him.
Yeah, it had to be really special. He doesn't play a whole lot, usually later in the games, but I've never seen it. I mean, I always thought he was pretty decent. So he's just he's got better guys in front of him right now. He'll get better and get more time.
Cavs putting on a zone press here. Bobcats break it. Holmes with it on the left side of the floor, gets it up to Essex, and Tucker Williams will have the basketball. Bobcats going to take a lot of time off if the Cavs will let them. Hall with it over to Holmes. Holmes to Espinoza Lawson. He's going to give it back to Holmes. Bobcats going to reset. Going to take a lot of time here. As soon as I say it, though, Hall from 3, no good. Rebounded by Espinoza Lawson. He gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and it goes in.
Yeah, I'd like to see him use the backboard on all those shots. That was the rule of thumb when I played, is like the backboard was always your friend. But
especially if you're a big guy. A lot of big guys don't have any touch around the rim.
Yeah.
And so, physics is king, and depending on where you hit that backboard, it's going to go in no matter what. So I agree with you.
Yeah, it always gives you a better chance. If you're trying to just lay it in straight, you can be short, you can be long, but that backboard gives you a lot of room for error always.
As the Cavs take a timeout, again, if you're just tuning in, thank you so much for doing so. Doug Knipe here with me, 3:25 to go. Bobcats up pretty big, 52-24. And now I know if you just tuned in and you're going to be sad because he will not be able to join us for the varsity game. He'll be up there doing the film, doing his duties to the program. But I am glad you're here.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I love it. I've been a sports person my whole life. Basketball was my sport in high school, even though my kids have chosen, or I shouldn't say chosen other sports, but have excelled in other sports.
Excelled very well, I might add.
Yep, and I don't know where it comes from, but I always blame the milkman. But
we have essentially the greatest wide receiver in Bobcat history, stats-wise, and a great pitcher in your other son who's playing correct. And is it in college or is he playing in a little league over there?
He plays college at Bluefield State. Okay. He's their closer for baseball, and then
is it the Rams?
Actually Bluefield State's they're the Big Blue. So they have that dog. I forgot what kind of dog that is. The Rams are the Bluefield University.
Okay, see, that's where I got it mixed up.
Yeah, they're right next to each other. It's kind of
confusing
to a lot of people.
Oh, wow, yeah.
One's on West Virginia side, one's on Virginia side.
I got you.
But, he's playing for them. This is his first year there. He started at Patrick and Henry, and then he played summer league in Martinsville in the Coastal Plains League.
I thought so.
And probably, depending on how this season goes, he probably will be back there again this summer.
Yeah, I saw him hitting pretty high numbers on the radar there in that league. So big shout out to him as the Bobcats Hall puts up another 3, and it goes in. That's his first 3. But man, the Bobcats are really shooting the lights out tonight.
I wonder how many threes they've made.
As you said it, I was counting it up, 7 total.
That's pretty good for JV. JV, you don't usually see that level of shooting.
No, you don't. As the Cavs attacking the paint, the only way they could get back in this, it's almost like we've seen basketball before. They get to the free throw line, and that's going to be a foul on Demarie Brown. That's only his first, though, team foul number 3.
Mario is another one who hasn't gotten a ton of playing time, but has shown a lot of talent. I can't wait to see him as he gets more time on the floor.
Shot is up here by number 20. Gravely gets that one to go as Essex checks back in, and I believe they said, no, that's Reed for the Cavs checked in. Anybody else check in there?
I didn't see it. There's
Okay.
one waiting to come in for the shooter.
I like to try to get those names out there, for mom and dad to hear at home.
Absolutely. We all look for them, listen for them.
As number 42, Boone checks in. How do you feel? I said this earlier, but I need your opinion. How do you feel about the different color shoes right now that's very popular in high school basketball?
So I'm a huge Cormany fan, and the rule of thumb was you need to be all your teammates, and you need to be as a team. So everybody should wear the same. And so I believe in that. I think that makes more sense. I don't get upset over kids trying to show their own personalities and things, but I'm a fan as a team. You all kind of wear the same thing. The rule is always mostly black shoes with you can have a little bit of white, but it has to be majority black.
As Brown knocks that one down, I do remember one instance where there was a discussion with Coach Courtney about whether it was going to be high tops or low tops one year. And then I believe Cormany rolled his ankle in like the next game. And he was like, okay, you can wear high tops or low tops, but they're exactly the same.
Yeah.
As a three ball here by Leggins knocks it down. But, yeah, so that was always a big controversy. Not controversy, but that was a really big deal for him. Everybody looks the same.
Yeah, and Cormany, they didn't wear undershirts either, so that's a change now where a lot of these guys are even wearing long sleeves, which I don't know how they can do that, but wearing the shirt underneath their jersey.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it.
No. I mean, I would probably do it like the cutoff sleeves, like the muscle type shirt from the days old, but Cormany didn't allow any of that. He wanted them all to look exactly the same.
I don't picture myself as an old man, but, hearing our conversation right now, people will probably put me in that category right now.
I'm making you old. I'm raising your age.
As the Cavs looking to score here, 57-29, just over 1 minute to go in the game. Essex will with the steal, but the Cavs get it back here, and they score. Number 32, Collins, his first field goal. But, yeah, there's something about high school basketball that I really enjoy. And so it's been great to be able to call these games as we're ticking under a minute here. And now you're going to have to go from this. Yep. Is there anything, as Hall puts up another three, is there anything you want to say about this JV team and maybe even the varsity team before you get out of here? Just about maybe this season or just anything you've noticed about these two teams?
Yeah, like I said before, with middle school and the JV team, I'm super excited about what the future for Bobcat basketball is. The varsity has not been to the level they've wanted to be with a couple of the departures, but I'm super proud of how they've progressed. So they started this season pretty slow, playing some good teams too, but and having football delay everything didn't help either. But they've really progressed, and they've got some momentum. Probably should have won the game against Floyd.
Shoulda.
Yeah.
I'm going with shoulda.
Yeah, I mean
we
took a couple shots we shouldn't have, probably forced a few things, but I'm super proud of the way they've progressed and come together really as a team, making a lot better decisions. But they've got to continue that progress if they want to continue. And they're third in the region C right now, so they have a chance to put themselves in a good position. The number one team, Floyd, we barely lost to. So
Floyd's number one.
Well, they were actually. Martinsville passed them this past week. Martinsville was second and just passed them this latest rankings on Sunday. So Martinsville will be from what I've heard.
Should have beat them the other day.
Yeah. If we'd have beat, I mean, we actually controlled our destiny for the Three Rivers District even up until that game.
Man,
if we'd have won out, then we would have won the Three Rivers District, which would have been a big surprise. If you'd asked me at the beginning of the season if we would, I would have said no chance.
I mean, and not even just, the way the season started, it didn't start out streaky hot like normal. And so you're right. They've battled back and should have won that game. Floyd, credit to them. They shot the ball really well from three. We couldn't lock that down. We do have an opportunity to play them at Floyd, though, last regular season game of the season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it'll be next. They moved it from from Monday to Wednesday next week, so a chance to get some redemption. Although Floyd is kind of like football too. Anytime you play them, wonky stuff goes on, and you just
It's
never
tough.
know.
And we were there last night, and that gym, very dark.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's going on with the lights, but it was very dark.
Alex always complained about the lights in that gym. He says it's always too dark, always. And my wife, being the camera person, says the same thing.
Yeah,
Makes it hard to take pictures.
Super dark, and even see the basket, it was so dark. I'm just saying, if you're
that seems like that's an easy thing to fix. Like Allegheny, their new gym. It's their old gym, but they redid it. But they added LED lights and lots of lighting, and it is super nice now. It's still kind of small, but the lighting makes it very bright. The new floor makes it bright. It's actually really, really nice compared to Floyd's now. But yeah, on the just quick discussions on the varsity stuff. They've come a long way, and I'm really super proud of them. I think they have a chance if they can get hot, they can surprise the people.
As we're just under 10 seconds, Bobcats going to hold the ball here. Big performance by Tyrell Hall. He had 10 points. Pace Prelo, though, dominating. Didn't see him 1 second, I felt like, of the fourth.
No.
And he finished with 17 points. So this JV team tonight really impressed me, showed me the talent level and everything they can do in the future. I mean, they played really well tonight.
Yeah, it was exciting to watch it, especially from this point of view instead of way up in the –
Isn't it so much better down here?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. You can see so much more because up there I'm like, was that really a foul? Down here you can pretty much tell every time.
Pretty much tell.
Yeah.
And, I got addition by subtraction because we got a new video board over there this year, and I got the leftover table. It's what we're sitting at. Yeah, that's what we're sitting at now. I used to have to bring my own picnic table. It was very controversial, though, in my opinion, Bobcat Sports Live. But we do the best of what we can. Again, Doug, thank you so much for joining me.
You're welcome.
That was a blast. You're allowed to join me anytime. I know you have job duties to do, but you could skip those, right? I mean, you don't have
every
to
once in a while.
Yeah.
I'll probably come back Friday.
Okay.
For Zerona Catholic, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
I believe so.
I don't have to video the JV, so I can do that.
All right. Well, if you're listening on Bobcat Sports Live, thank you so much for joining us for this JV contest. Bobcats dominated again. Michael Davis, Doug Knight, he'll be joining us in the future, so please tune in for that. Thank you so much. And remember, always a great day to be a Bobcat. God bless. We'll see you for the varsity contest here in 20 minutes.